counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This is Saquon Barkley, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Prescott. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Latimer's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down. Here we go.
49, check 49, check 49.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wide, get wide. Kill.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
He's got his man. This is Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. It's caught. Shepard. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
46, 46, 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing. Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are so...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
50, 57 of Mike. Ready? Check 31. Check 31.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, it's Haskins. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
12 yards there and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Target.
Again, Geis. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Big stop, D. Let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Saquon Barkley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started? They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Haskins on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 31, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 47. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a run with Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's Geis on the counter. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Haskins will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Thompson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. This is Geis. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. 55, 955.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Finds his tight end Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They'll run for it with Barkley, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Third and long for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check three.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll turn to Thompson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Twisting away. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
47. Gun. Watch it, 5.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, 47. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5.
To the air again, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Kill. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
1st down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Now a desperation throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. You saw